Hello YouTube, welcome back to Brilliant Pit Seasonal Wellness YouTube channel. We are doing something a little bit different for our mid-Libra season tarot reading. We are going to do a pick a card reading. Pile number 1 is with Pyrite. Pile number 2 is with this beautiful autumn deep red orangey leaf. And pile 3 is with, I believe this is Citrine? I honestly don't even know the proper name of that crystal, but these are the 3 piles we are working with. I already have kind of some energy between these two, but these cards I have not seen, and I'm just really excited to dive in. So if you love pick a card readings like this and as much as I do, please consider subscribing and liking the video so that I know that you guys really enjoy these readings and I can make more of them for you for our mid-Libra season kind of check-in with each other. So I love kind of doing these mid-season readings because I think that when we are in the middle of a zodiac season, we are essentially in kind of this like peak of the energy. And I think that it's a really good time to just kind of tap in, settle in to what is happening right now, because this is our pure experience of Libra season. And obviously, wherever Libra falls in your chart is also going to bring up some themes. So for me, like Libra rules my 12th house. So a lot of like blind spot energy, things coming up from the unconscious. And of course, when you know about astrology, that really helps as well. So please leave comments and definitely look into the description of this video to see your birth chart, because your birth chart is kind of your map, your GPS of life, I would definitely say, and that's going to help you a lot. So let's start with pile number 1. If you chose the Pyrite, this is your card pull for mid-Libra season. So we will just kind of lay it over these so you can get a good look. Okay, so we have the Moon reversed, the Lover's card upright, and the 4 of Swords. So immediately this feels like the ending of some sort of unconscious illusion, or the ending of something that hasn't been the most clear to you. So it's almost like clarity. I see a lot of clarity in this reading. And these two are standing, like there's something, I'm being drawn to like the air and the clouds that is like separating these two apart. It's almost like they have enough space to see clearly now. And we also have the sun here, these elements of the planets kind of shining a light on things. I'm just really being drawn to this card and how the sun is consciousness, and consciousness has the ability to bring to light the things that we can't see. So kind of weird that I was just talking about my 12th house placement. Maybe this is a reading for me, but yeah, this feels like an ending of like an ending of the of an unconscious chapter in your life. So it's almost like maybe even right now in this reading, you might not even know what this is referring to, and maybe it still isn't, it still hasn't had the light on it, shined the light on it yet. And this is kind of a letting you know that like the rest of Libra season, I'm getting like the rest of Libra season is going to be the coming of the light. Like the light is now shining that a light onto something. I also just felt like the word neutrality. I don't know why. I feel like when I was shuffling this pile number 2, I also heard the word neutrality, and it just popped into my head again. So maybe you need to also see the second pile. So I would encourage you to do that. But yeah, so obviously the moon reversed is like extra. To me, this this reading is particularly saying that whatever this thing is like extra confusing. It's not only just confusing where you almost like don't know where to place your next effort, but like it's almost like you don't know where to place your next effort, but the moon card reverse makes this even more unseen, unconscious, not really clear. There also could be a message that like rest and taking time apart from somebody or a best friend, it doesn't have to be intimate, like taking time apart from something or somebody could turn things back around for you and like could make things a bit more clear. I'm really getting a sense of like intuition, artistic, like watery, a water energy. Maybe you are dealing with a water sign. But yeah, there's something here that seems to be ending. I'm definitely understanding that like this is the ending of the confusion between you and something that you are dealing with. So I hope this helped you. I want to keep this a little bit brief tonight since we are doing multiple piles, and I do somewhat feel like there could be more within these other piles for you if you have the time and you want to stick around for more. But yeah, definitely this pile, I would encourage you to watch the second pile as well. Thank you for being here on Brilliant Pit Seasonal Wellness YouTube channel. I will be coming out with Scorpio season reading in a couple of weeks, actually possibly even, a couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that for Scorpio forecast, Scorpio season reading. If you chose pile number 2, the autumn leaf, the beautiful autumn leaf, this is your reading for mid-Libra season. So I'm just going to place them over. You have the 3 of Swords reversed, the Star card, and the 2 of Swords reversed. So there is definitely a decision being made right now that might not align. There's kind of a disappointment happening. And it almost feels like you haven't made the decision, like there's going to be a decision that you make, and possibly you are either feeling really upset about it before you are even making a decision, or you're feeling like a distrust, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, you're feeling disheartened by the situation, period. And it almost feels like the Star card, obviously the Star card is the light of this reading, and it's kind of the encouragement for you to stay with it, stay positive. But it feels like you can't make a decision. Like there's definitely something blocking that. And these two are 100%, in my opinion, connected. It's almost like you feel anxious, you feel fearful. And I'm seeing kind of a interesting coincidence here where the Star card, this woman you can see, is picking up the water canister. But do you see how she's like picking this up, pouring it back in? She's already picked this one up and now she's pouring it out here. And behind this person is a body of water. So there is an element of like fear. Like water, I would consider is like your emotional state. And when we're seeing water in a reversed kind of situation, it's almost like the dark side of emotions. So it's like fear, disappointment, disillusioned. If you watched the first pile, definitely connected to this pile, I will say. So if you haven't watched the first pile, I would check that out. The first pile was very much about the disillusionment. So there's some sort of illusion happening. and you feel disappointed by it, but you also feel blocked to make a decision. There's something that's causing you to like stay in this place. And although I would never encourage you to stay in an uncomfortable position, there's something here that is saying like, just wait and like stay, just stay. Very interesting. And just the symbolism of like the pouring the water in the pool and pouring the water out of the pool. I'm getting weirdly like the situation, I don't know why this is popping into my head, but the situation that's happening in Florida right now. And if you know anybody, if you are watching this from that area, I am praying for you. I am so sorry what you're dealing with. I can't imagine, and I know it's probably so hard. This is probably such a tough time for you right now, but I'm getting this energy of like the water is here and it's also on the land. Like the water is, there's the fear is like seeping in to your experience. And instead of having it be a negative feeling, the water is, I'm getting this like idea about water and how amazing water is, and how water actually literally can, the dynamic of water can change based on the environment around it. I don't know if you guys have like know what I'm talking about. This is like scientific. Maybe it's a part of I've never read the book Psycho-Cybernetics, but I'm also getting that right now. I just have heard so many people talk about it, but it's kind of this idea of like quantum physics. Like water has the ability to change its like dynamic based on the environment. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those videos of music and how music, like the beat of music, can change how water interacts. And putting something in water and putting a light on it and then like paper underneath, and then like it will like imprint on the paper. It's super, super crazy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe look it up. I don't even know what you would look up, but I'm getting this idea of like, you have the decision, you have the choice to make what you're dealing with a little bit more, like you can change what that is for you. If it's fear, then it will be immersive fear because we're talking about water. But if it's something, if you decide to be like, okay, it is what it is, I have no control over this, I can't make a decision right now because it's out of my control, and therefore I'm gonna just do my best and keep moving forward and do the things that I love, like take action and like have this like hopefulness that it's not even over. Like here's the whole situation is like, this isn't over yet, you know, like you might feel like it's over, you might feel upset by it because you put a lot of effort in, like I'm getting this like effort, but it's not over yet. And obviously this block of you making a decision is happening for a reason, and it might honestly be the reason of like protecting something or protecting you, making sure the time is right. So change this immersive feeling to something more hopeful. That is what I'm getting with this. Obviously your patience is being tested too. I totally feel you. But just keep with it. Stay with, you know, the things that make you feel hopeful and good and like a star, you know, like this star. So I hope that this helped you out. We are going to move on to the third card, the third pile. So stick around if you are kind of just enjoying this reading overall. I would love for you to stay and comment if this is accurate for you, because I would love to know if I am picking up on something that is real and that is happening for you. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for Scorpio seasonal wellness reading that is going to be coming out in the next 2 weeks. I'm probably going to be doing a forecast in that video and possibly some tarot, but a little bit more like the symbolism, the things that I always do every new astrological season that we have. So thank you again for sticking around, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Hello, welcome to your reading. So this is pile 3's reading, the Citrine, and I have not seen these cards yet. Okay, this automatically feels like a light-hearted, I'm just feeling almost like relief. There's something about your intuition being correct here. Like I'm already getting like, you were right. Like this is basically like, you were right, by the way. Your gut feeling, the feelings you had about it were right. Obviously the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, by the way, obviously the Sun, the High Priestess, 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is long-standing wealth, long-standing security, like family wealth and abundance. But obviously we want to take this all as symbolism, right? So we're talking right now about basically something that's a yes, something that feels joyful, happiness. It's basically the consciousness coming to light. By the way, all of these readings seem to be connected. So if you are only listening to this third pile because it spoke to you the most, I definitely encourage you to read into possibly the first pile. This one had a lot to do with consciousness, light being kind of brought upon. So definitely check that out if you are interested in that. So the Sun is light-hearted, joyful, yes energy. It's like, this is correct. It's also youthful, creative, and the High Priestess is basically saying this intuitive energy and like your intuition is something you should be paying attention to right now, and the way that you feel about things. And it's also like this higher wisdom. It's like you've gained wisdom over the course of your life, and that wisdom is encouraged to be used right now. And I'm almost seeing it kind of in this order, like this first, this second, this third. So the message I'm getting is that like you have correctly listened to your own intuition, and because of that, because you have kind of gained this awareness about situations, about life, circumstances, from the perspective of always paying attention to your inner light and your inner light, you have led yourself to this. And this is basically, in a symbolic sense, just stability. Like you are finally getting to the space of stability in Libra season. And Libra season also could be this like awareness, like just the awareness that like you're moving in the right direction because you have stayed loyal to your own wisdom, what you've learned throughout your life. This is a very, very positive reading, and I'm getting like there's a connection between everything, and I'm seeing it through kind of the light right now. Like the light of this yellow is here and here and here and here, and there's just kind of this like bright energy that's kind of saying you went about this correctly. You are moving from a space of authenticity. You're moving from a space of authenticity. You are expressing yourself in utmost authenticity. And it is moving you towards this kind of overall goal, ideal for your life. Basically, it's like all I want to say with this is like, you're doing great. Keep going. You've got this. You know what I mean? But yeah, there is a yes. There's like a yes coming through where it's just like either yes, I did that, or the answer is yes to something you are going to respond to that is connected to this 10 of Pentacles. It's like it's almost like I'm now seeing it in a different way. You're going to be asked something, or it's like this high priestess is basically, I guess you could see it as the universe giving you an opportunity. You're going to say yes, and then it is going to lead you to the stability that you've been looking for. Like this stable lifestyle, the lifestyle that is actually just giving to you, that feels supportive, like even in terms of others, even if you don't have like this crazy family support system, it could just be other people in your life that bring this support in for you, or it's just elements of life that feel supportive and feel like things are possible, like everything's possible, everything's gonna be possible. Wow. That's kind of all I'm getting from this, but I really, really love this reading. So if you want to check out the past 2 readings, definitely encourage you to do that. They all seem somewhat connected, so I'm definitely tapping into just some energy right now, whether it's like, I always set the intention for whoever is watching for this to be in utmost service to you and what you need to hear right now. So definitely look at the other piles if you want context for anything. So thank you so much for tuning in to Brilliant Pit Seasonal Wellness YouTube channel. In a couple of weeks, I am going to be posting the Scorpio season wellness video as well, and in that video I'll probably do a forecast for Scorpio season. I love Scorpio season. It is my favorite time of year. October is just like the energy I would love year round. It's just so cool. So I hope you loved this reading. Thank you again. Please like and subscribe if you want more, and definitely leave a comment if this was accurate for you. I would love to know, and so that I can be encouraged to continue making these if it was accurate and served you. So thank you again, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.